All right, guys, welcome back to In the Mind of Music with Nate and Issa, exclusive on iporadio.com. Performing live at our IPO Radio Festival on July 22nd. And out of Las Vegas, we are happy to have Kyle from First Class Trash on the phone with us. How are you doing, Kyle?
Woo! Howdy, howdy. I'm doing good. Yourself?
Doing great, doing wonderful. Very excited to have you guys performing again over at our IPO Radio Festival this year.
Well, shit, we're excited to be back. It was fun last time. It was a good time. It was our first time playing Arizona, or our second time playing Arizona. We had a lot of fun over there.
No, totally. I photographed you guys, and man, it was really difficult for me to stay on the camera because you guys just blew me away. You guys are fantastic, and I'm not just trying to like toot your horn here. I'm really, really like very, very in awe by your music. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you very much, and I'm sure you guys have seen the new music video, and I hope you guys liked it as much as we have enjoyed filming it.
Yeah, for Party On?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, definitely loved it. But we're going to talk about that in a second. Let's just start off with our first question. So you guys have been around.
Alrighty.
So you guys have been around since 2012, making music that you guys describe on social media as fresh, abrasive, and unrelenting. So tell our listeners a little bit about your music. How do you stay fresh and unique in today's saturated rock music industry?
I mean, in a nutshell, I guess the best way to put it is that we just don't really follow what's on the radio. I mean, or what's popular, realistically, especially, if you're in a signed band or something like that, like you normally have to stick to a formula. You want to stick to something that works. The nice thing about where we are right now is since we don't have anyone to answer to, we can just kind of do whatever the hell we want. And we all come from different backgrounds. Eli, listens to more of likes to listen to more of the pop and something like that. Keep up on that. I still listen to a bunch of old school jazz and punk records. Everyone else kind of has their own thing. Andy's a lead guitar player. Is more of a metalhead. So everyone kind of brings their own little flavor to the table.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. So you guys try to stay away from that radio thing and just make your own stuff.
Well,
right.
There's nothing wrong with the radio either. It's just, we don't, that's why, our last album is going to sound different from this one. It's going to sound different from the next one. We just write whatever the heck sounds good and we just go with it.
Now you're getting ahead of me here. So you guys call yourselves First Class Trash and your look is pretty, well, kind of fitting of that. No offense now, okay? So what inspired the look and name of the band? What inspired that look?
Well, the look, I mean, like I said, a lot of us came from a punk background. We all grew up listening to, NoFX, Minor Threat, Reagan Youth, NXPX, kind of a little bit of everything. And that look has always appealed to us. It's always been, it's fun. It's really what it is. We didn't want to ever get up there and be decked out in $100 T-shirts and $200 jeans. I mean, who the heck wants to see that? Our thing was we just get up there and have fun and get up there and, our vests, shoot, two of my vests I got, I don't remember making them. I was so messed up and hammered that we just sit there and do, whatever. But I mean, that's our look wasn't really necessarily inspired by anything except, we just want it to be fun. We want it to be different. We want it to be just not something that, you could see or buy in a catalog or anything like that.
Sure. So like anti-first class, if you will.
Yeah, more or less. Yep. And, same thing with the name, we didn't sit down and have this huge formula for the name either. We were just, we had gone through a couple different band names and lineups and stuff like that. And, when we were kicking around ideas for the new reincarnation of ourselves, I guess, that one, just kind of popped up. I'm like, hey, hell, yeah, let's go with that one. That one sticks. I like it. Let's go.
Right on. That's awesome. So in April, you guys released the music video for Party On off the anticipated album Santa Muerte, which in Spanish is like Holy Death. Holy Death. It's set to release this summer, 2017. Tell us about that song. What is the main message to your fans when listening to and watching this?
For that song, I think it's, most songs are kind of, sometimes, the anti-hero, the people, the trash, the villains, everyone has someone that they need to pray to. Everyone has someone that they look up to. And, you know, everyone always sings about their love or God or all this other stuff. But, you know, hey, the villains have someone they need to pray to, too, right?
Well, yeah, totally.
Yes.
So like a villain's holiday.
So, yeah, pretty much. It's Christmas for Satan, I guess. We'll go with that one. That one sounds nice.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So
Christmas for
how much fun was it trying to clean up all that silly string?
Satan. Right?
Honestly, believe it or not, it was actually really freaking easy. I think it took us, I mean, we were all completely hammered, and we still got everything cleaned up in like 45 minutes. All the silly string, all the instruments put away.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually just went there, and yeah, after it dries up, we just took a little Swiffer to it and swept it right into the damn dustbin.
Nice.
It looks like fun.
But
right?
yeah, it was a fun shoot. We went through, I think, over 200 cans of beer, I think, and most of it was consumed by us.
Well,
Everyone
how are
else
you
kind
guys
of
even
pissed out.
alive?
Oh, that sounds like me doing my Let's Get Wasted video.
Oh God, tolerance is
Yeah,
high.
it's all about practice. You know, if you can drink one beer one day, 2 beers the next thing you know, you can get up to 20 or 30 beers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we do not condone drinking on this show.
As we drink
As
on
we
this
drink.
show.
Okay.
as we drink on the show.
Yes, that's right, kids. Stay in school. Don't drink. It's bad for you. Tisk tisk.
Oh, yes.
All right. Let's continue the Devil's Christmas here. All right. So, out of all the music you have written as a band, how do you feel this new album Santa Muerte has developed the band since starting out?
It's definitely gotten a lot more technical. I mean, you can definitely tell with a lot of our older songs, and I mean, there's even some, you know, quote unquote easier stuff on this one, but you know, there's a lot more riffing. There's a lot, you know, the time has definitely been sped up. You know, with the drums, it's a lot more of the punk mixed with metal. There's a lot of almost blast beat kind of stuff, but it's definitely helped us grow in the technicality department. But, you know, we always strive to put stuff out that no matter how technical or how easy, it's still accessible and you can still hum along to it and, you know, still kind of bob your head, you know, shake your butt to it a little bit.
Nice. Be shaking my butt on July 22nd.
Hell yeah. No, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a good show.
Yes.
I'm going to shake my butt up there too. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll be expecting it. All right. So, let's see. The theme of the show tonight surrounds what to do if your band keeps getting a low turnout at your live shows. So, how do you guys promote your shows and motivate people to come out?
I mean, the big thing is honestly a lot of bands that we see just don't promote, period. And we see a lot of bands, you know, crying and moaning and complaining and sitting there, you know, just sitting there and sending an you know, a Facebook event to somebody, especially, you know, or tagging them and stuff, so that you just honestly you have to find it, to me at least, you have to find a good balance. If you sit there and bug someone constantly, they're just gonna get annoyed at you. They're gonna be like, okay, I don't care how cool these people are. They're freaking annoying. They're just blowing my thing out. I can't get on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat without getting tagged in every which way or whatever. But I mean, a lot of it really has to do with, you know, especially playing shows out of state, is just being able to come back. And, you know, everyone's going to have a low turnout your first night in a different state. And you want to come back quick enough to still kind of build on that, but you don't want to come back every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Give people a chance to catch up.
Yeah, and honestly, the big thing is a lot of it's just personal. A lot of us still send personal invites over text or through Messenger or whatever, you know, to a lot of our shows. You know, if we know the people in that area. But you know, a lot of people complain about low turnouts, and they don't give a lot of these markets a chance. They'll show up, play one show, and be like, "Oh, no one showed up." Well, it's like, well, dude, it's your first time playing there. Of course, no one's going to show up at first, but you got to get 1 fan, and then 2 fans, and then 6 fans. You know, it's going to build slowly. It's not going to happen on your first, you know, whirlwind into town.
Yeah. And that's being realistic, so that's pretty honest. What do you think, Nate?
No, yeah. No, you have to at least come back into your hometown a few times, for sure.
For sure.
And honestly, and the other big thing too is a lot of it is just you can be the king of your own town, and there's just that one night where everyone happened to get called into work, or they couldn't find a sitter for their kids, and stuff like that. You know, you can't let it get to you. You know, you could be playing. Yeah, I can guarantee there's shows that Metallica plays that they'll probably, you know, was a lower turnout than the night before. It's just, hey, crap happens. That just happens to be that night. You know, people might have had a bunch of bills come up and they just can't afford to go out. You know, get over it, keep trucking on, have a bunch of fun at your show. Don't let it get you down.
Good. Yeah. That's good advice. I don't have anything else to add to that. So I see you guys are independent. Any plans on shopping the album to record labels?
Yes and no. You know, we've had certain people, you know, in our circle that have pushed stuff toward the labels and stuff like that. We have friends and us ourselves, you know, a lot of people that we know, you know, get offers here and there. And honestly, this really is a business. And we've noticed a lot of people that just will sign on to anything that the moment that they see recording contract in front of their face, they sign on to it. Next thing you know, they're not getting any support from the label or anything like that. So we're not opposed to it, but we're not going to sign anything that comes our way that's not going to be worth it for us. Why are we going to make someone else money just to have them put us in their pocket and not back us up, you know?
No, totally.
Yep, 100% agree.
No, and you guys have, it seems like you guys have a lot of loyal fan base. I mean, your page is growing in likes probably every single day. And you guys, you know, really at this point, I mean, is there really even a necessity for a label? I mean, when you guys are kind of being successful?
You know, it's one of those things. There are plenty of successful bands out there that aren't necessarily signed to a label, but if you really break it down to it, they still have to start their own label, you know, for business purposes or for whatever. You know, a lot of labels still, it's going to be easier to, you know, it's easier to do those big old festivals and tours and stuff like that when you do have the labels, you know. I call it the Rolodex. You know, they have contacts that they've had for 60, 70, 100 years, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, of just everything. So there is definitely good parts about it. There are plenty of bands out there that have gotten wildly successful doing that. And there's also plenty of bands that haven't. So I really think it all just, whatever works best for whatever band they need to stick with. But as of right now, I mean, honestly, as of right now, a label, unless a label wanted to take a chance or something like that, unless they're willing to dump a bunch of money into it. So they're going to show up and sign us and, here's 10 grand. It's like between four grown ass men, you know, we can go out and make 10 grand and do all that. We don't need that. You know, we don't need someone to loan us $10,000 with a 30% interest rate, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. So, Kyle, other than performing at our IPO Radio Festival on July 22nd here in Tucson, are there any plans to go on tour to support the album after that or between that time?
We do have a couple shows here in Vegas. We're going to be playing with Stitched Up Heart and Hell or High Water at one of our local bars. They tend to have a lot of punk music and rap music at one of these bars, but they do get quite a few rock shows in there. So that one should be pretty fun. And then we're also playing with Wednesday 13 here in the next couple weeks. But as of right now, tour-wise, nothing super huge. I think it's going to be pretty much we're going to try to develop the surrounding states. There's really no big sense in traveling all the way to Florida and then coming home broke and not being able to do it again. So. Yep. I think we're just focused on doing Arizona, Utah, the places that you can drive to and just keep developing. We don't, like I said, we don't want to go out to the East Coast and come back broke and have to, you know, quit the band, you know, because we can't afford to do it again. That's just, you know, it's not a good business thing. So we'd rather just.
Yeah, totally. Just from personal experience, though, I would start saving up some money because you'd be surprised that most of my most successful tours were actually over in the Midwest and East Coast. Where we made more money than anything we ever did over here on the West.
Oh, yeah, and I'm definitely not discounting it, but I think it's one of those things that, you know, if you're going to go out on tour, make sure you have an RV or a van that is completely, you know, don't buy a clunker just because you want to get on tour so quick, you know, because if you go out there and break down, you're screwed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think, you know, so we're not totally discounting it. It's just one of those things we want to play it smart because, you know, putting the cart before the horse is never really in anybody's best interest. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, we're going to start developing this area, and as we get bigger and bigger, you know, we will do those long jaunts, and you know, once we have the good, reliable van or RV or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what do you do outside of music to rejuvenate your creativity? A little bit of a fun question there.
Well, me and the lead singer own our own business, so when we're not doing anything music related, we're probably just working ourselves to the bone. But other than that, I mean, everyone kind of does their own, everyone kind of has their own things. Our lead singer, Eli, he's a foodie, so he likes to go out and try different restaurants. I'm more of a homebody. I usually go out to jazz clubs and just kind of hang out there, have some glasses of wine, and just chill. Everyone's kind of got their own thing. Some people like to party, some people like to stay at home. I really think it's just kind of everyone needs to just make sure they're comfortable.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, everyone kind of does their own thing. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So, just to jump in on that, what do you do? What's your business that you own?
We actually own a moving company. So, yeah, when we're not playing guitar or bass or drums, we're getting our fingers smashed.
Oh, yeah.
So we do have to be a little bit careful on the job to make sure we don't break our hands or anything like that. But yes, we own a moving company, so I mean we're a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of stuff like that. But it is what it is. It's a job. It pays the bills. It gives us the ability to put money into our band. You can't really ask for more than that.
Yeah, totally. So is there anything else that you would like to add about First Class Trash while you have on the phone?
I mean, not that I can really think of. I've been out and about all day, so I'm kind of fried myself. But no, I would just like to say that like I said, we're honored to come back and play for you guys again. It was a good crowd last time. It was a good turnout. Arizona was fun. It's a little bit on the hot side with a little bit of humidity. I'm used to the heat, but when you add humidity to it too, it kind of eats up a little bit. But no, we're definitely looking forward to coming out there. Every time we've played Arizona, it's always been a big super blast for us. So we're just super excited to come out there and rock your guys' faces off, and we just hope everyone comes out and has a good time.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, we're definitely excited to have you out here. And fair warning, it is starting to get hot.
Well, of course it is. We're in the desert.
Yeah, I hear you. It's starting to get hot over here, too. Yeah, I'm gearing up for it.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
We're actually, I'm kind of scared because usually by now it's already been hot for about at least 20 days-ish. And now it's like in the last couple of days, it's starting to get there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be brutal this coming summer for our side of the states, from what I hear. So just buy some Under Armour underwear and get used to it, man.
Oh man! All right. So awesome. So that was us getting into the mind of Kyle from First Class Trash. Remember, they will be performing at our IPO Radio Festival on July 22nd. But if you are in Vegas or close to it, they will be performing with Stitched Up Heart and Hell or High Water on June 2nd at the Beauty Bar. And a couple weeks, they're going to be also at Wednesday 13. Check their Facebook pages for when that is. Go get yourself a dose of First Class Trash by also subscribing to their YouTube channels and ringing that bell so you can get updates and little notifications when they have more visuals for your pleasure. So thanks again, Kyle, and we'll see you very soon.
All right, thank you guys for having me. You guys have a good rest of the show and a good day.
Thank you, man.
Likewise,
it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
So we're going to go ahead and play Party On by First Class Trash. And for those of you that do actually still enjoy music videos, make sure to go check it out. It's an awesome music video.
We're going to post it on our page.
That is correct. And we're going to go ahead and go into that right now. So here comes Party On by First Class Trash.
Party on.